Question 11. In a chemistry class, a student recorded 21.23 cube centimeters for the theta value of 21.32 cube centimeters. You have the actual value, then the wrong value. Find the percentage error correct to 1 decimal place. Solution: percentage error is equal to error over exact times 100%. The error is the difference between the two readings over the actual reading times 100. If you subtract the numerator, you have 0.09 over the actual value times 100. If you multiply these two values, you have 9 over 21.32. When you divide, you have 0.4213. To 1 decimal place, you have 0.4. The correct option is B. Question 12. In an arithmetic progression AP, the first term is 3 and the sum of the third and 12th terms is 38 whole number 1 over 2. What is the 17th term? To find this term, the common difference is needed. We go by the nth term formula of an AP. From the question, the first term A is equal to 3. We have the third term, that is T sub 3, equal to A plus, you replace N with 3 minus 1 in bracket times D. The first term is 3 plus 2 minus 3 minus 1 is 2 times D. You have the third term to be 3 plus 2D. Then the 12th term, you replace N by 12 in the nth term formula. The first term is equal to 3, 12 minus 1 is 11 times D. If you add the third and the 12th terms, the sum is equal to 38 whole number 1 over 2. This is the third term plus the 12th term. You convert this fraction to improper fraction. You have 77 over 2. If you add like terms here, you have this result. Multiply through by 2 to clear fraction, you have this result. Collect like terms. You transfer plus 12 to the right hand side, you have it in this form. So 26D is equal to 65. Divide both sides by 26 and you have the common difference as 65 over 26. For the 17th term, you come here and replace N with 17 in this form. The first term is 3 plus 17 minus 1 is 16 times common difference. If you reduce 16 and 26, you have 8 and 13. So you have 3 plus 8 times 65 over 13. You can write 3 as over 1. This is 1 term. If you multiply, you have 520 over 13. If you find the LCM and simplify, you have this result. After division, you have 43 as the 17th term. The correct option is B. Question 13. The Venn diagram below shows the number of students who wrote biology, physics, and mathematics during NECO SSCE in a certain school. Find the number of students who wrote at least 2 subjects and the total number of students in the school respectively. You have the given Venn diagram. Number of students who wrote at least 2 subjects means number of students who wrote 2 subjects plus students who wrote 3 subjects. Here you have 2 subjects, 5, another 2, 7, another 2, 1, plus 3 subjects. You add them together and you have 17. That is the first part. Second part, total number of students in the school. You add all the information in the Venn diagram, including these 4, and you have 36. If you write both results together, you have 17,36. The correct option is D. Correct option is D, not C. Question 14. The third term of a geometric progression GP is 18 and the sixth term is 486. Find the first term. Anytime you have problems like this, it always leads to a system of non-linear equation. We go by the nth term formula of AGP. The third term is 18. At that point, n is equal to 3. So you have t sub 3 equal to first term times common ratio to the power of 3 minus 1. The third term is 18 equal to a arrow square. You call that equation 1. The sixth term is 486. At this point, n is equal to 6. So t sub 6 is equal to a arrow to the power of 6 minus 1. You have 486 equal to a arrow power 5. You call that equation 2. There is no way you can get a directly. You have to find the common ratio first before getting the first term. So divide equation 2 by 1 side by side. You have it in this form. You have 27 equal to arrow cube. To get arrow, take the cube root of both sides, and arrow is equal to 3. To get a, you have to substitute arrow equal to 3 into any of the equations. I'm using equation 1. This is equation 1. You replace arrow with 3, then you square it. You have 18 equal to 9a. Divide both sides by 9 to get a. A is equal to 2. The correct option is A. Question 15. The area of a rectangular piece of cardboard paper is 104 square centimeters. If its width is 8 cm, find its perimeter. Solution. Perimeter is equal to 2 bracket open the length plus the width. The length is unknown, width is 8 cm. L is needed, which can be obtained using the information about the area. Area is equal to L times W. That is 104 equal to L times 8. Divide both sides by 8. L is equal to 10 cm. Therefore, perimeter is equal to 2 bracket open the length 13 plus the width 8 bracket close. You have 2 times 21 equal to 42 centimeters. The correct option is B. Question 16. Find the determinant of the matrix with 3 rows and 3 columns. It is a 3 by 3 matrix. You put the given matrix under the symbol of determinant. You expand along any row of your choice. I prefer using row 1. Row 1, you assign the checkerboard signs of plus, minus, plus. If you want to expand along row 2, the checkerboard signs, you have minus, plus, minus, and so on. So I'm going to take the first entry in the first row, that is 2. Then I will cover first row, first column. I'm left with this 2 by 2 matrix. You have it here. Now, what we do here is to reduce the 3 by 3 determinants to 2 by 2 determinants. Next, you take the second element in the first row. The sign is negative. You cover first row, second column. You are left with 1, 0, 2, 3 in this form. Then the third element in the first row, the sign is plus. You cover first row, third column. You are left with this 2 by 2 minor matrix in this form. To evaluate 2 by 2 determinants, you take the difference between the products of the 2 diagonals. You start with the main diagonal. 3 times 0 is 0. Difference is minus. 2 times 2, you have 4. Then minus 3, bracket open. 3 times 1 is 3. Minus 2 times 0 is 0. Plus 1, bracket open. 2 times 1 is 2. Minus 0 times 0, you have 0. When you simplify further, you have this result, and you have minus 8 minus 9 plus 2, that is minus 15. The correct option is A. Question 17. A helicopter takes 3 hours from Kano to Lagos at a constant speed. How long does the same journey take another helicopter at a quarter of the speed of the first helicopter? Question mark. Solution. Speed is equal to distance over time. For the first helicopter, the speed is unknown, distance is unknown, the time is 3. If you make distance the subject, d is equal to 3 times speed, that is 3s, equation 1. Second helicopter, the speed is a quarter, that is 1/4 times speed, equal to distance over time. If you cross multiply, you have speed equal to 4d over time. Here we are interested in the time, so let's make t the subject, and you have this as equation 2. To continue, you have to substitute equation 1 into equation 2. So you write equation 2 first. Equation 1 is d equal to 3s. You replace d with 3s. S cancel s. 4 times 3 is 12. So you have 12 hours. The correct option is D. Question 18. If 1 is added to the denominator of a fraction, the fraction becomes 1/2. When 3 is added to both the numerator and denominator of the fraction, it becomes 3/4. Find the fraction. Solution. Let the fraction be s over y. From the first statement, you add 1 to the denominator y. You have s over y plus 1, and the fraction becomes 1/2, equal to 1/2. First statement. Cross multiply to clear fractions. You have this result. Let's transfer the variables to one side. So you transfer plus y to the left. You have 2s minus y equal to 1. Equation 2. The same fraction, when you add 3 to both numerator and denominator, the fraction becomes 3/4. That is s plus 3 over y plus 3 equal to 3/4. Second statement. Cross multiply to clear fractions. If you open the brackets, you have this result. Transfer the variables to one side and the constants to the other side. You have it this form. You have 4s minus 3y equal to minus 3. Equation 2. Solve both equations simultaneously using elimination method. The solution continues. You have both equations. I wish to eliminate variable y. To achieve that, its coefficients need to be the same in both equations. Here it is 1. You have 3 here. The LCM is 3. To achieve 3 from here, you multiply through equation 1 by 3. For this number to remain the same, you multiply through equation 2 by 1. Equation 1 becomes 6s minus 3y equal to 3. Equation 2 remains the same. To eliminate variable y, since the signs are the same in both equations, you have to subtract. So 6s minus 4s equal to 2s minus 3y minus 3y becomes minus 3y plus 3y equal to 0. 3 minus 3 is 6. Divide through by 2s is equal to 3. To get y, you have to replace s with 3 in any of the equations. I'm using equation 1. This is equation 1. You replace s with 3 in this form. You have 6. You transfer 1 to the left, it becomes negative. You transfer minus y to the right, it becomes positive. Therefore, y is equal to 5. The fraction is s over y, which is now 3 over 5. The correct option is C. Question 19. Y is partly constant and partly varies as s. When y is equal to 2, s is equal to 3, and when y is equal to 5, s is equal to 6. Find the relationship between s and y. This is partial variation interpreted in this form, where c and k are constants of variation. When s equal to 3, y equal to 2, you have this as equation 1 using this expression. When y equal to 5, s equal to 6, you have this as the second equation. Solve both equations simultaneously using elimination method. You have equation 1 and 2. It is easier to eliminate c since the coefficient is the same. To do that, you have to subtract. So 2 minus 5 is minus 3. C minus c is 0, plus 3k minus plus 6k, that is minus 3k. Divide through by minus 3, k is equal to 1. To continue, you have to replace k with 1 in any of the equations. I'm using equation 1. This is equation 1. You replace k with 1 and you have 2 minus 3. You transfer this value to the left. It becomes minus equal to c. Therefore, c is equal to minus 1. The relationship between s and y is you come here and replace c and k with their values. You have it in this form, which can be written as y equal to s minus 1. The correct option is B. Question 20. Find a quadratic equation whose roots are 2 and minus 1 over 3. Solution. The required equation in terms of s is s squared minus sum of roots times s plus product of roots equal to 0. You add the roots here times s, you multiply them here, then you equate to 0. If you open this inner bracket, you have this result. You multiply, you have minus 2 over 3. When you simplify this fraction, you have 5 over 3 times s and the other terms. Multiply through by 3 to clear fractions. You have 3s squared minus 5s minus 2 equal to 0. The correct option is B. The correct option is B, not E.